Today is 12/14. Mathematically, a 6/7.
6'7".
I get it. You know, we pick at these kids for having these quirky, what we call dumb little mindless sayings. We did the same thing too. I'll be 55 here in a few months. We did the same thing. We was growing up too. We said stupid shit that didn't make sense to our elders, but it made perfect sense to us. We're not in the same space. Yeah, there's a large disconnect in um, we'll say, the abilities of what they're able to do versus the necessities of what we had to do. They're not as adept, but they're not dumb. They may act dumb, but they're not dumb. So cut them a little slack. As annoying as these little motherfuckers can be, cut them a little slack. I saw a video of Baylor was playing the women's basketball team, and the girl hit the three free throws, and it made the score 67. And the coach was in on it, and all the kids in the crowd, they were happy. And I think that's one of the things and one of the reasons why I'm doing this reading, because happiness has always been a condition, but happiness has become a secondary result. It's not even a goal anymore. People just want to survive and get by. I'll be happy later. Bad spot. Henceforth, this planetary Celtic cross mixed in with a chakra reading. And we'll just get into it. Again, today is 12/14. The winter solstice is 12/21, I believe at 10:03 a.m. Eastern time. Don't hold me to that, but I'm pretty sure it is at 10:03 a.m. Eastern time. That is the beginning of winter. That is the solstice moment. That is the more elder tradition behind a lot of other younger traditions. Not here to dispute any of them, but it's a time of change. It is what I affectionately call the Day of the Dead. The Day of the Dead, as in, you better get rid of everything you no longer want to see, because if you keep using that as part of your cooking process, it's going to be included in your fruits. So, without further ado, Uno cards. The significator. The significator, when you're doing a reading, and I hate saying that word, significator. The significator is basically the overall gist of the reading. In this chakra format that I drew up, I did the up and down of it. It's the soul star, which is the bigger picture. Hold this to you all. It's the bigger picture. But I'm also going to do the duality side of it and tie it into the zeal chakra. The zeal chakra, affectionately known as the wheel of dreams, the mouth of God. Those are in when you're dealing with transpersonal chakras, it's supposedly located back here at the connecting point for the medulla oblongata and the occipital nerve or whatever it is. But within that ideology of the zeal chakra, the mouth of God, it's an imprint of everything you ever done and ever will do. In the ideology of the soul chakra, it is the original point of everything that you're going to do, can do, should do, would do, can't do. One's just more extensive, and the other one is more finite. So the significator, we're going to look at the duality. We're going to look at the soul star, which, again, if you're familiar with me, I tell you duality is a trick, but here we go. So we'll look at it from the bigger picture, the soul star, the significator for where we're at heading into this winter solstice. It's a 6, and it's a 6 yellow. Yellow is solar plexus, power. Power as in vitality, not power as in manifestation. I mean, as in the electricity that flows through the cord. Yellow, solar plexus. Another analogy, the seat of the soul. Soul star, here's the seat of the soul. 6 is your traumas. 6 is love. 6 is your foundation. 6 is the beginning point of infinity. And again, as I said, it's your foundation, it's your traumas, it's your love, it's the beginning points of infinity. That's where all the power begins. So your soul star is going to start going on this perceived mission based off of which foundation it's giving the most energy. Let your life tell your tale with that. You'll have people who are tired of going through their same cycles, so now they're trying to shift what they're giving their energy. That's still that same card. I've had a traumatic foundation of wasting my energy on blah, 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 blah. So now I'm going to be more mindful about what I give my energy. The problem that I tell most of you is in that same thought process, what I said, I'm going to take my energy from one and now give it to another. You forgot to figure out why you're losing it from yourself. See, you thought I was going to say why you don't give it to yourself. It's already your energy. That is a dangerous mindset in this realm, is people think that the energy is not already yours. You think you have to do something to earn it or protect it. You have to start figuring out why you're losing it. So before I shift my foundations from one sick thing into another sick thing, I might want to realize, holy shit, the foundation was already sick. What is the foundation? You and what you keep giving your energy. So the soul star aspect of this reading is going to be based off of where I'm traumatizing myself, but I'm safe in that foundation. Greetings. So the zeal chakra, the mouth of God, where you're empowering the experiences of the trauma, I help you. Soul star, this is where I'm going to traumatize myself. Zeal chakra, this is where I'm going to give all the traumas that I helped created my energy. I'm just going back and forth. Remember a minute ago I told you this is not manifestation power, which is blue. Here's where you're going to give all your manifestation power to that infinity circle I was telling you about. Remember I told you 6 is the beginning of infinity. When you give all your energy to infinity, infinity never ends. Shit never ends as long as you keep giving your power to it. Holy shit, I've lost sight of my foundation because all I'm doing is going back and forth with everything that I think is now either getting my energy or worth having it. Same thing I said a minute ago. At some point, you have to stop trying to find something else to dump your beliefs and energy into and start believing and energizing yourself. In the sense to where when I say energizing yourself, realizing that the energy is already within me, I just have to stop doing things that deplete me. So those were your significators right there. Soul star, traumatic foundations. Zeal chakra, empowering infinity. Now let's get into the reading itself. This is going to basically be tied into a Celtic cross format. The first card is your situation card. What's really going on? That foundation is in danger. It's a 6, but it presented as a 9. It is a 6, but it presented as a 9, and holy shit, it's in danger. This is tied into the Earth Star Chakra. The Earth Star Chakra is where you are dimensionally grounded into the experience. The Root Chakra is where you are trying to make sense of the experience. The Earth Star is where you are grounded into the experience because you're the power plant. Holy shit. I'm just trying to, stay in my highest vibration by trying to figure out which one of them traumas, that 6, is killing me. That's deflection. That's running into a cage of lions and 3 of them attacking you. And instead of you wondering why you ran into that cage full of lions, you wondering why they're trying to kill you. You endangered yourself. You endangered yourself. You already had a trauma function going on within you, so all your movements only help manifest that innate danger. That'll hurt a lot of you. You don't realize that what you're looking for in others can't be produced because you haven't found it within yourself. And furthermore, you're only taking the toxicity that you won't fix within yourself into new relationships, and you're infecting others. Why? This next card, which is the root card. What's crossing where you're already in danger? Red is root chakra. Red is fight or flight. What's crossing the reason why I'm already in fight or flight? Can't make it up. It's another 6. It's another 6. Remember, this presented itself as a 9. This one presented itself as a 6, but it's that blue again. Trauma. You've given all the trauma. You've given all the choices your power. You signed a contract with waiting to see which experience that you can produce by losing your energy is going to show you the most energy. That is the easiest way I can explain that. And that is what a lot of people do. You sign a contract with losing your energy so you can create experiences to figure out which energy is going to give it back. For years, I've told you this is no different than using a bank. Go deposit $20 in, but when you need to get that $20 out, you better have at least 23. Because they're going to charge you a fee to get your money back. I should have just kept my money. But you can't. Holy shit, you already been traumatized. You already been traumatized into believing that something else is working greater for you when you don't realize it's really you working yourself. See that 66? Do you see that 66? That 66 is self-sabotage. Bonus card, we're getting off of the chakra map. And I mean, for a long time, I told you, especially as a chakra balancer and a Reiki master and all that other stuff, I tell you sometimes when you start playing on certain levels of wholeness, all of these other little games are just merely keeping you caught in separation. The horror line, where they tell you all your chakras are in a line, sometimes that's a problem. You keeping your energy in alignment with what already has you stuck. You don't have any chance to break free. Why? Because you're perfectly trapped. This 66 is you're sabotaging yourself because you're trying to stay in order with the experience when the experience already ordered you. Did you catch that? The experience ordered me to give it my energy so that I can get my energy back. I don't know what planet you're from, but we call that enslavement. Give me your energy, and then I'll show you how to get it back. Self-sabotage, we getting off of the horror line here. Bonus, you connected to something that was only a reflection of you already in danger. The problem, and I said that earlier, I think I said earlier about getting into the cage with the lions. The lions were already a known danger. This is something I've been saying for at least 6 years. Awareness prevents experience. The awareness that if I get into the cage with the lions, then I'm only going to connect to a danger that I don't need to know. But holy shit, this is two in reverse. I didn't see that. All I saw was the opportunity to have an experience. Goes back to what I said at the beginning. I was in one bad experience and now I move on to another bad experience. Why? Because you haven't had the experience of yourself. You didn't get out of that horror line to see that you were only connecting to yourself that has an affinity to danger, that everything you connect to is already endangered. I think I already said that too. You taking your traumas and going to somebody who may have their own traumas or may not have their own traumas, but you're going to introduce your traumas into them, and now you're both sick. You have a nasty connection within yourself, and then you wonder why can't nobody hear you, because you don't even hear yourself. So, outside of the chakra line, what's crossing the situation where you already keep empowering your own danger? The problem is you keep connecting to things that are only a reflection of the danger that you won't disconnect from within yourself. Oops. So the next point is the foundation. It already showed us. This is really going to be the foundation, but I'm going to pull a card. The foundation is you got a bad connection. All you do is see things in root chakra function. Reptilian core. All you do is see things from fight or flight. You see things as maybe one day I'll get a chance to be still if I just keep moving. You'll never know why you were moving if you don't learn to keep still. Contrarianism. So the foundation is your sacral energy. Your sacral energy is where you are emotionally invested. Emotion. My energy says just move. All the other processing shit that you are letting your mind run through right now, that's on you. That's on you. Emotion is just where my energy has found a value for something that is moving me. But if I don't have enough value within myself to keep still, everything else gets my energy. So your foundation is, as I've said like 9 times, everything else already got your energy. Everything else already got your energy. 7 in reverse. 7 is self-awareness. 7 is basically a spiritual journey. It's in reverse. Red, danger. I see myself in danger and I'm going to keep moving until I see less danger and then maybe I'll see me. Holy shit, what was already within me? The danger. What happens as you keep moving? The danger just keeps exponentiating. But maybe one day it'll lessen. Maybe one day you'll learn. The foundation is you don't know who you are and all you do is process shit in danger. Oops. So moving on from that foundation, you move into the past. In the sense that this is basically tied into the winter solstice, where I'm telling you, you need to learn to let go of your traumatic functions so that you can try and produce a less traumatic existence. I'm not sitting here and lying to you and telling you that you're going to be trauma free, but you have to let go of the primary traumas that you've already failed in learning to move through so that you learn to move less. And then you can see what keeps producing the energy. You can see where you keep choosing it and not choosing yourself. traumatic muscle memory. So the past will show you the present so that the present can help produce a better future if it's necessary. See that clause? If it's necessary. So here's your past. The past is tied into your solar plexus. Remember I told you solar plexus, the seat of the soul, yellow, what I've already given my energy to. More danger. It's a trap. It's 4 in reverse. 4 up top, balance, dirty word. 4 in the bottom, trap, even dirtier word. I've boxed myself in. Would you box yourself in? This journey that is going to help find me by moving. This journey that is going to help me discover who I am by giving all my energy into everybody else. The only thing you're going to find at the end of that fool's journey is you with the experience of everybody else at the expense of yourself. So your past is only trapped in the trauma of trying to find balance with what already has you unbalanced. Why? Because the only thing you process, red, danger. And that helps develop your present, the heart. Been telling y'all this since 2019. The heart is an attachment vessel. The heart does not know love. The heart knows conditions. The heart helps energy flow. In the sense of the horror line, you have your upper chakras, which are more energetically aligned to a higher existence. And then you have the heart that filters all the energy from the higher existence into one that will substantiate the lower existence, where I've already lost my power, solar plexus, where I can't keep still, sacral, and where I'm always in danger, root. In your basic 7, your heart's right there in the middle. Why? Because it's a filter. It's not love. It processes love. Love's a vast energy. It takes what could set you free and helps you substantiate what keeps you in danger. Wouldn't be surprised if it's another red card. So the present, you're operating out of your heart. I'm just attached to what I think keep me safe. But holy shit, if you cannot see so far out of all these cards, all these red, the only thing you're processing is danger. If the only thing you process is danger, what do you think is going to set you free? Something associated with danger. Your present. Something, green is heart chakra. Something connected into what could show me. Here's the trick. This is a 9, but by now, the 9 is already a 6. 9 is your highest vibration, but look what it presented itself as, a 6. I just want to attach to the safest trauma, or as I told you, 6 is also choice. I want to attach to the safest choice that will allow me to choose me. I'm in a bad relationship and they abused me and I got out. Now I'm going to choose another relationship with somebody that's potentially just as bad so I can figure out how to choose myself. Some of you just made sense of that shit though. Some of you are still in the red. You're connected to the traumas of your past and you're just trying to attach to the safest trauma of the present that will show you the safest trauma of the future. Future, higher heart. Higher heart, the area where I see myself without conditions. The heart, here is me. Here's a bonus too. There was 2 cards connected. I didn't catch that. The heart is in sense of the present. My present is I'm just trying to attach to the choice that is going to show me the highest vibration, but it's still only empowering struggle. 8, struggle. 8, infinitely giving up all my energy into what I keep choosing to attach to that will show me the safest trauma to call my highest vibration. Toxicity. So from there, like I said, we go into the future. The future is your higher heart. The heart is where you attach to the experiences that you're already in. The higher heart is an escape point that says, I shouldn't have any attachments. I should only have me. But by this point, you already given so much of your value to these experiences, you don't want you. You want duality. You want multiplicity. I want my soul tribe and my soul mate and my twin flame and my soul pet and all this other shit. You already sold your ideology into being in danger within yourself that you need something else there to scapegoat. It ain't even about a mate. It's about a scapegoat. 2 fools feel better fooling themselves more than 1 fool who will never admit that they were a fool altogether. Oops, future, higher heart. You connected to the wrong shit. You supposed to be connecting to myself that says there are no connections necessary. All this is me. But I'm telling you, you've already been bitten to this tainted machine that says, I need to get rid of everybody else that put me in danger. If you have not been paying attention, the only thing that put you in danger was your choices. The only thing that put you in danger was your choices that you keep manifesting, you keep chasing yourself, trying to figure out why you can't get free. Why can't you get free, my dear children? It's because you're chasing yourself. Sit your punk ass down and be still. Holy shit, figure out who I am without the conditions, or be wise enough to understand what conditions I have and then learn to heal myself. If you want to play that game, heal yourself by figuring out what's making you sick. And I'm gonna tell you already, if the answer to what's making you sick is anything other than you ain't there yet. You ain't there yet. Maybe my last phase is cussing the motherfucker out. You ain't there yet. You ain't there yet. You still caught in your heart, but here's your higher heart. Here's your future. You still in danger. You still in danger. It's still an 8. It's a skip, but it's an 8. You see that? It's an 8. I'm supposed to be looking at what's causing the struggle, and I can skip all of it. You understand what I said a minute ago about awareness prevents knowledge? If I see something that is potentially going to cause a struggle, if I give it my energy, why do I create it? Why would I vote for something that already told me is going to kill me? That just means I'm ready to kill myself. Get it? Why would I give my energy into something or someone who clearly is not for me and then wonder why they're not for me when they show me that they're not for me when I already knew that they wasn't for me? Remember where I said we had to get off of the hard line? You got a bad connection to yourself. You keep hiring people who are a true reflection of the real issue. You just don't want to face it. I keep hiring people that abuse me. I wonder why, because you're abusing yourself. You haven't chosen you yet. In the minute you keep coming out your pie hole and skipping the real danger, everybody else is now more dangerous to you because you already found safety within your traumatic self. Holy shit. 6, you've already chosen the safest trauma to live out through, thinking it's going to take you to 7. 6, 7, 6, 7. Just as confused as shit. Why? Self. Going into the higher heart, my responsibility to self. Throat. What am I manifesting? Blue energy. What am I manifesting? What am I empowering? I should only be empowering me, even with the realization that if I empower the creation of something else with the thoughts that is going to show me more than me, I still did it to myself. Even if I see myself in wholeness and I'm everything, but I want more. The minute you went into that but mode, you already fucked yourself. The minute you created something else, you already fucked yourself. So your responsibility to self is to see yourself as everything and then figure out why anything else is a necessity. Oops, my thoughts. 3, what's got my ear? The divine empress. 3, the points of communication. The ability to create, man, woman, child, mind, body, soul. If I'm still seeing myself in danger, if I'm still seeing myself in fragmentation, triangulation, whatever other Asian you want to come up to, if I see myself in any form of fragmentation, if I see myself in separation, if I see myself in duality, if I see myself in anything other than wholeness, then the other pieces of me in that perception now have access to me just like I have access to them. So now the responsibility to myself has already hit multiplicity. You understand that? This is where you hear me talk about the 88s. If the only thing I'm trying to do is make sure I stay out of my traumas, then the voices I'm going to pay attention to are going to be acquiescence to that. But what's got my energy? The traumas that I'm trying to stay out of. So what's the highest point of manifestation and creation? The traumas that I'm trying to stay out of. So what's already got my ear? The traumas I'm trying to stay out of. Most of y'all didn't catch that. So externalization, faith. You believe more in what can do you wrong than the ability to accept the fact that it's still all you. So this tying into that winter solstice is where I keep telling you, you have to let go of anything that carries a seed of separation. Anything that carries a seed of needing you to go on a journey or into a struggle or requiring something other than yourself. It's only a choice to keep manifesting and give power to your separation. So externally, it is only good business for everything around you to promote you staying apart. Holy shit. Hello, people. It is only good business for everything around here to promote us staying in separation, because the minute we're not in separation, we'll get to see why we're not holding ourselves together. Holy shit. See, I didn't say nothing about why they don't allow us to hold ourselves together. They lost all their energy. The minute we realize that we are doing this to ourselves, they're inconsequential. But as long as they can keep us going against ourselves and each other, they're influential. So externalization, we have more faith in what's broken than why it got broken in the first place. Wild card. That is that is that analogy will go over familiar. Let's just do this one. This is the switch turned on. This is the plug is in the wall, the device is in your hand, and the switch has been turned on. This is an infinite source of energy. This is externalization. As long as I can keep you investing into me more than you invest in yourself, shit. Joker's wild. The jokers are wild. The wild card is fragmentation. I can keep producing a myriad effects of energy. I can keep you in danger. I can keep you manifesting. I can keep you empowering. And I can keep you dumb in your connections. I can keep you attached to everything that is stealing your energy, and then you will believe more in it. Why? Because it'll keep you in danger. And a mind that is been inundated with wild formats of energy that always keep it busy won't trust in being still on its own. Again, traumatic muscle memory. Man, ain't nothing going wrong in this relationship, and I ain't used to this. Something gotta be wrong. Girl, help me break in her phone. Help me break in his phone. Help me follow them. Help me blah, 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 blah. You will help recreate something to represent the dangers, the traumas that you're used to when there are no traumas present. Goes into the next to last card. Your hopes and fears, your third eye. For years I've told you your third eye is just a television tube, depending on who's sending you the signal as to whether you're fucked or free. The whole problem is if anybody is sending you the signal other than yourself, you're fucked. If anybody else is wearing your crown, they're already telling you what signs and what shows to watch. So the third eye, my hopes and fears, is based off of who's programming me. The externalization already told you, I already got all your energy. Here's a veritable time machine. You've invested into the external energies that are controlling you so much that they can control you to help keep them free. This next card, the hope and fear, your hope is that your fear of what's already controlling you ain't true. I hope they ain't doing this to me. Or I hope one day that they'll make a change. You've already invested, as I said so many times in this reading, you've already invested more on their responsibility to the situation than take accountability for why you're there. So your hope and your fear, one and the same. One and the same. One and the same. You've already given your power to what keeps manifesting. You keep giving your power to what's manifesting, and holy shit, remember I told you it's a time machine? As above was already so below. So below was already as above. Why? Because they were one and the same. You just like to look at things from duality. You're already torn from the accountability and responsibility of yourself that you're too busy trying to find somebody else to save you while keeping yourself in danger. So the outcome, crown, what's wearing the crown? I don't need a ruler. I don't need to rule over you. I don't need anything ruling over me. I just need the awareness of how to keep still. And in the moment that I tell myself I don't want to keep still, I just need the accountability for why I moved. Ta-da. Didn't have to dominate, didn't have to attach, didn't have to detach, didn't have to non-attach, didn't have to put somebody in a freezer spell, didn't have to do nothing. Just had to be aware of my movements and understand that I can only be accountable to me as much as who I allow in my experience can be accountable to themselves. Once their level of accountability is no longer conducive to the level of accountability I have within myself, aka reciprocity, once reciprocity is lost, then I have the divine rights to set myself free, as the only thing that enslaved me was me. So therefore, the only crown was my own. And holy shit, let's hope there's no thorns in it. So the crown, the outcome basically is the income. The energy you put in should be conducive to the energy you're getting out. That's called reciprocity. I'm putting in 100, I should be getting out 100. If I'm putting in 80 and I'm taking back 100, shame on me. If I'm putting in 100 and I'm only getting back 60, shame on me. Shame on me. Outcome. Whatever had my ear got all my power. I manifested what I was communicating with. What was I communicating with? Some of you, we ain't gonna even answer that for you. What I'm telling you is you better start learning to communicate with you in authenticity so you can quit lying to yourself and then get mad when everybody else lied to you. This winter solstice is going to show you the best way to let go of lying to yourself, because as I've been telling y'all all year and heavily in the last few months, 2026, the year of empathy, the year of spiritual addictions, the year of sympathetic distraction, the year of why they won't stop doing this to me, the year of the fire horse, the year of why some of y'all can't sit your punk ass down and be still and wonder why everything burning you. Everything burning you because you stay in gasoline and you won't stop blowing onto the flame to help light the match. What you communicate with? What was the initial thoughts? Choose my traumas and go through them. Choose you and then be still. Choose you and be still. There is no spiritual journey. Therefore, I don't need to give my energy to go find me. I already am. Try that for yourself. I don't need to go on a spiritual journey to find out who I am. I already am. I already am what? I already am me. I'm already my energy. I'm already my experience. If it ain't what I want to see, then I need to check me. Stop looking for me and just be me. Sometimes take the L. Sit your punk ass down and be still. Solstice, 12/21.